Hormone replacement therapy and emotions was about what you feel on the inside. Today, let's talk about the outside, the parts of life the world can see, touch, question, or celebrate. Think of transition as a three-dimensional journey: social, physical, and legal. You don't have to climb all three mountains at once. You can walk the ridge lines, take side paths, and sit down to rest whenever you need to. If you're standing at the threshold of change, whispering, "Where do I even start?" you're in the right room. By the end of this video, you'll have a calm way to choose your next tiny step, a one-sentence boundary you can use when people push, and 2 short scripts you can borrow for HR and for a first conversation with someone you love. In the middle, I'll guide you through a 2-minute reset so your nervous system can breathe while your life shifts. First, a truth that takes the pressure down. Transition isn't a test, it's a conversation between who you've always been and the life that finally fits. When it feels overwhelming, it's not because you're doing it wrong, it's because you're doing something real. Let's start with social transition. Social transition means aligning your day-to-day presentation and interactions with your gender. No prescriptions required, no courthouse necessary, just the choices you control: name, pronouns, presentation, voice, and how you show up in rooms. Why begin here? Because social steps are largely reversible and they give you information fast. When you change what the world reflects back, you learn how your body, mind, and relationships respond without locking yourself into medical or legal timelines. That feedback is gold. It's also a way to build confidence and community before you tackle heavier lifts. Here's how to make social transition gentle. Start with micro exposures. Use your name and pronouns with one trusted person or in one digital space first. Change a username on a platform where you already feel safe. Set your email signature to include your pronouns on messages to supportive friends only. You can expand later. If you're in stealth or not out at home, create a private note in your phone where you call yourself by your name. It seems small. Your body recognizes it as oxygen. Presentation can be playful instead of performative. Instead of a full closet overhaul, begin with one anchor piece that nudges your silhouette in the direction you want. A different cut of tea, softer fabrics, shoes that change your posture. If mirrors are hard, try new pieces at night with low light or in a dressing room with a friend who celebrates you. You're not auditioning, you're trying on a life. Voice lives in social transition too. It's not just pitch, it's music, resonance, melody, pacing. If voice practice makes you panic, keep it gentle and stealth-friendly. Hum in the shower and let the sound explore different placements in your face and chest. Read one paragraph out loud in a room where no one can hear you and pretend you're speaking to someone who adores you. The goal isn't to pass, it's to feel congruent in your mouth. Coming out is part of social transition, and it doesn't have to be a single dramatic reveal. Think concentric circles. Start with the safest person, then the small cluster that forms around them, then the spaces where you spend time. When you're ready for words, you can borrow mine. I'm letting more of myself be visible. I'm using the name and the pronouns. You don't need to understand everything today to support me. Using my name and pronouns is a great start. You can also send it as a message if speaking feels too raw. Public spaces can feel like tests you didn't sign up to take. Bathrooms, gyms, waiting rooms, the places where doors and lines and paperwork make your body feel like paperwork too. Make a quiet plan that protects your peace. Choose your bathroom before you need it. If you're traveling, call the hotel and ask simple, neutral questions about single stall or gender-neutral options. Bring a small grounding object in your pocket, a ring, a coin, a hair tie, that reminds your nervous system who you are when the world is loud. Here's your 2-minute reset before we move on. Place a hand on your chest and another on your belly. Breathe in slowly through your nose until the top hand lifts. Let the exhale last longer than the inhale. Unclench your jaw. Drop your shoulders. Name one sensation without telling a story. Warm palms, tight throat, fluttering ribs. 2 more slow breaths. Tell your body, I'm here. We're doing this together. Now let's talk about physical transition. Physical transition means changing your body to align with your gender. For some, that includes hormone therapy. For others, non-medical techniques like hair removal, padding, tucking, or binding. For some, surgeries. For many, a mix over time or none at all. There is no morality scale here. There is only what brings you into kinder relationship with your body. If you're considering hormones, remember that readiness isn't just a feeling. It's a set of supports. A provider who respects you, a basic understanding of routes and side effects, a plan for follow-up and lab work, a support point or two for wobbly days, and permission to start low and go slow. Hormones are powerful messengers. Your body deserves a conversation, not a shove. Delivery method can shape the rhythm of your weeks. Pills or injections may feel like peaks and valleys for some folks. Patches and gels often feel steadier. If mood swings are frightening, ask your provider about timing and routes that offer more consistency. If you're not ready or able to pursue medical care, non-medical gender-affirming techniques still count. They are not consolation prizes. They are tools of congruence. If you choose surgery, it's okay if your timeline lives in seasons, not weeks. Research without doom scrolling. Speak to people who've walked your path and whose values match yours. Be honest about what you want recovery to feel like, not just what you want a photo to look like. Collect small joys for the weeks when you can't move much. Bring softness into hard places. And if you decide not to change anything physically or not right now, you are not less anything. Your womanhood is not a project deliverable. Your body is allowed to be the home you have while you build the home you want. The third dimension is legal transition. Legal transition means your documents and records speak your name and, in some places, your gender marker. Why it matters is simple. When your papers align with your truth, you reduce daily friction. You avoid awkward explanations at the bank. You travel with fewer hiccups. You protect your safety from strangers who only need to see what they need to see. The details vary by country, state, even county. Some places require court orders. Others accept a simple form and a fee. Don't let the variability psych you out. Think order of operations. Choose the ID you use most and tackle that first. For many people, that's a driver's license or state ID. Then update your social security or national registry, if applicable. Then banks, insurance, payroll, medical portals, school records, and passports. It's not glamorous work. It also changes your daily quality of life more than you can imagine. Here's a quiet script for HR or a registrar if you need one. Hi, I'm updating my records to reflect my legal name and gender marker, if relevant. I'm sharing a copy of my updated ID. Please let me know the forms or systems that need to be changed so my name displays correctly in email, payroll, and directories. I'd also appreciate confidentiality while these updates are processed. You do not owe them your life story. You're asking for administrative accuracy. Sometimes legal steps feel too big because home isn't safe yet. That does not make you less legitimate. If you cannot change documents now, build a quiet folder with your name, a resume, a cover letter, a template email to HR, a photo of your preferred signature. When your conditions change, you won't have to build your future from scratch in one weekend. You already started. Let's pause and recenter. In a minute, I'll give you a one-sentence boundary you can use when someone argues with your identity, and I'll share a tiny decision tool to help you choose your next step tonight. If your attention drifted, come back to your breath for one cycle, and we'll keep going. Here's the boundary sentence. If someone pushes, minimizes, or debates your reality, say this slowly and then stop talking. I'm sharing this to be known, not to be argued with. That line protects your energy. It tells the room what this conversation is for. You're not on trial, you're setting terms. Now, the tiny decision tool. Put the 3 dimensions on an imaginary table: social, physical, legal. Ask 3 questions for each. What would move the needle the most on my daily peace? What is safest to do next in my current environment? What can I do in the next 7 days without asking anyone for permission? Whichever dimension scores highest on those questions is your next step. Make it small enough to complete in one sitting. Send one email. Practice voice for 5 minutes. Order one item that changes your silhouette. Fill one court form. Momentum loves clarity. I want to offer a few quick scripts you can copy as you go. If you're telling a friend, I'm sharing something important because you matter to me. I'm using the name and the pronouns. You can support me by using them even when I'm not in the room. If you're sharing at work, I'll be using the name and the pronouns. I'm happy to provide documentation as systems update. Please direct questions about logistics to HR rather than to me. If you're asked a question you don't want to answer, I'm not discussing that, and I need you to respect that boundary. Say it once. Let silence do the rest. For my sisters in stealth, this part is for you. You are not less real because you're quiet. You are managing risk in a world that doesn't always deserve your softness. Your steps can be invisible to everyone but you. A private journal entry signed with your name counts. Clearing your camera roll of old pictures and taking one new photo that matches your inner mirror counts. Practicing a new signature on a napkin counts. Safety determines sequence. You are not late. You are wise. If you're listening with a lump in your throat because you're tall, or you started later, or you fear you'll never look right, hear me. You don't have to be smaller to be seen correctly. Presence is a set of choices, not a bone structure. Posture that stacks your ribs over your pelvis changes the read of your frame. Clothes that honor your proportions look like confidence. A voice that sounds like home when it leaves your mouth is more persuasive than any angle in a photo. You are not an optical illusion to be solved. You are a person to be met. And if you're carrying grief because transition might cost you people, I will not pretend this part is easy. Loss can be part of the price of honesty, but so is relief. So is congruence. So is a life where you can breathe all the way down into your belly. Found family is not a consolation prize. It is a miracle we get to build on purpose. If you need a place to be held by people walking the same road, trans-only communities exist where you don't have to translate yourself before you can be understood. You are allowed to arrive quietly and stay as long as you need. As you move through social, physical, and legal steps, expect seasons. There will be weeks of action and weeks of integration. You are allowed to cycle. You're not backsliding when you rest. You're letting the concrete set so the next layer has something strong to sit on. Let's end with a pocket checklist you can screenshot in your mind. Choose one dimension for this month. Pick the smallest action that moves your daily life forward. Protect your nervous system with one grounding practice a day. Ask for help before you think you deserve it. Celebrate in private, even if no one else knows yet. Repeat. If you want to keep this conversation going, tell me in the comments which dimension is next for you. Write the word social, physical, or legal, then one sentence about the tiny step you'll take this week. If you've already walked part of this road, share the script or the kindness that helped you. Someone will borrow your words at 2 a.m. and finally exhale. I am proud of you for being here, for listening with your whole body, for letting yourself hope. You are not behind. You are not too much. You are a woman learning to live with the lights on. Take your next step. I'm right here with you.